after week, we think we are about to take Meraai home. And week after week, it turns into a pipe dream. I am going to say the words. I'm sorry, but I have to. I'm going to say the words. You reckon I should? Am I jinxing this? Here we go. Is this the week that we take that girl home? Is this the week? Hello my friends, how the hell are you all? I hope you're all keeping well. Quick little update. The water leak was definitely the thermostat. It has been put back in place. The guys are just doing some tweaking in that. Then they're going to send her back for that clearance certificate. Once we have that, she will go back to Tyre in a tread check where he is going to give her a good clean, and there's a lot of little cleanups and touch-up that needs to happen. So, yeah, I hope I haven't jinked this. Jinked? It's a new word, that. Have I jinked this? Because we don't want to jink it. Alrighty, let's see what the week holds. Let me immediately correct myself and say that it could have been the thermostat. But it was more likely due to an overfilled radiator, or a combination of both. The radiator is one of the reasons why Meraai did not pass her roadworthy. I was soon to learn that I had indeed jinked the whole roadworthy process. It is Tuesday afternoon. Not good news. She was failed again. And the reason why she failed again was because there is no data plate. I didn't know I needed a data plate, but there's no data plate. And how's this one? There's an oil leak in the sump. I'm actually quite broken right now. So, yeah. So I'm not actually, don't really know what to do. Then I remembered that back in October last year, the diesel mechanics that serviced our diesel pump pointed this oil leak out to me.
Okay, and there's a leak here in the middle, eh?
In the center of the sump.
Center of the sump, right? At the top.
Yeah, and then your rubber. It's missing there.
It is important to note that since MAN trucks have had Meraai's engine overhauled and reinstalled, they have not been able to test the engine at all because we went straight across to tread check to repair the mountain of other issues on the vehicle. Just a bit of an update. What also came up yesterday, I was too upset to actually give you any more info, is that it was discovered on the power steering motor, there's just a loose bush, so that we've got to sort out. And the vehicle identification plate, a small little plate apparently, and that thing, well, we don't have one, obviously, this thing was built. So I'm now missioning to find a company that can make this for me. The place we thought did it down in Port Shepstone is closed. So I'm going to mission to sort that out. But what's happening now is the guys are removing the sump. They're going to take it out. It will go across to our friend Tyron at Treadcheck, and they will sort out that little, it's a dodgy old fix on the sump. I think it was done from when this vehicle was way back in a bus, even before East Coast Scratch and End got their hand on it. So, yeah. When I jink something, I go large. My jink spilled across to my other vehicles. While the guys are busy removing the sump, I want to have a little rant. This time, man, you're not going to believe this. It's about Mini Meraai. I took it in for a service and I missed the service deadline by like 4,000 Ks. I thought the service was due at 50,000 Ks and it was due at 45. So bad me. Anyway, go along and I'm told no, Motorplan will not pay for the service. I must pay for it cash. So my nose was a bit out of joint, but I paid it. And why my nose was out of joint is because when you buy these vehicles, they work the cost of that motor plan into the purchase price. So effectively, I paid for my last service twice. Then contacted Suzuki South Africa with a whole explanation, plus the fact that nowhere on any documentation does it state that there is a penalty and that I would be financially liable for the cost of a service that goes over the allotted kilometers. Nowhere does it state that. You know what those oaks did? They packed me a big one of those. That's what they said to me. So Suzuki South Africa, your Suzuki Auto South Africa, your customer services is shocking. Scamio. I decided to take this issue up with the Motor Industry Ombudsman of South Africa. I was impressed with the speed that they responded to my request for help. I then had to submit a whole lot of documentation and send it through to the Ombudsman. I get a reply and they say, sorry for you, bro, can't help you. Now, let this be a lesson. If you guys go over your service of your vehicle and it's under motor plan, yes, they have that leeway. But my point is still very valid. The price of that service was built into the purchase price of the car. And at Suzuki, at least, there is nowhere that says you will be penalized and have to pay for that service. Nowhere. My mistake was I paid for it. I paid the balance that was due on that motor plan service, and I should never have done that. So my friends, let that be a lesson. Don't pay. Challenge it. Then you might stand a chance if you do have a dispute. But don't pay it. I am also pretty sure that I will have to pay for our sump repairs. The sump has been cleaned and it reveals a masterpiece of backyard repair work. It looks as though a hardy-dar on Brooklax has been feeding here. The sump is now out. It's been taken off. And if you look inside, you can see there's been more patchwork done on this sump than there was on old Drickus du Plessis' face after his last fight. I mean, that's a mess. Drickus' face looked a mess as well, but this is an absolute mess. So this will go across to tread check and get it sorted out. Thankfully, this mess of a week has drawn to a close. From now on in, no more jinking will be allowed, because every time I jink this work, the costs keep climbing. Well, what a week that was. Yeah, we're still here. The plan going forward now, I actually just met with the owner of Man Trucks, is we're going to go along. We think we've sorted the whole radiator issue out, and thank you for all the input regarding that radiator and expansion tanks, etc., that one probably needs to install. We're not going to install it right now. We just got to get the water level right in the radiator. I mean, this vehicle ran for years and years without one. But it is a good idea to install one. And I took that advice from you guys, so thank you. Yeah. Oh man, jeez. Anyways, so it is what it is. Once we are done here at Man Trucks, she is going to go back to trade check just for some final cleanups and some little tweaks that need doing. But that's it for now. Thank you for watching and thank you for your support. And please guys, yeah, just look after yourselves and keep safe.